Hi, this is Bob, the self-reliance guy with DisasterStuff.com. Today we're going to talk about the Berkey gravity filter. The Berkey gravity filter is a very popular filter on DisasterStuff.com and it's used by relief agencies around the world. The Berkey gravity filter basically has two parts to it: a dirty water reservoir and a clean water reservoir. The dirty water reservoir is where you install your Berkey elements. Now there's two types of elements. There's the older ceramic element, and then there's the black Berkey element. Today we'll just be using the black Berkey element. The black Berkey element has the ability to filter between 2,000 and 3,000 gallons of water before it needs to be replaced, depending on the quality of the water that you're putting in the dirty reservoir. On a standard Berkey, which comes with two filters, that means you're going to be able to process between 4,000 and 6,000 gallons of water. The black Berkey elements come in a box like this when you receive a system. Simply open the box, insert the Berkey filters into the slots, screw on the gasket and the nut securely, and your filter's installed. Now, there's another filter that you can add to the base of this that hangs down into the clean water chamber. It's called a PF filter. The PF filter filters things like fluoride and arsenic. If you're ordering a ceramic, you're going to order the PF4. If you're ordering a black Berkey, you're going to order a PF2. Once your filters are installed, simply rest the dirty water chamber on top of the clean water chamber and start to filter by pouring the water into the dirty water chamber. The dirty water chamber, the amount of water in the dirty water chamber determines how fast your water is going to process. The more water, the more pressure, which means your elements are going to process the water faster. Also, the number of elements in your filter are going to determine how much water you can process. Now, some people have asked us, how can I extend the life of my filter elements? One of the best ways to extend the life of your filter elements is to get your water pre-filtered if you're in a disaster situation where there's haze in the water or dirt or sediment. And the best way to do that is to simply use a coffee filter. They're very inexpensive, and you pre-filter the sediment out of the water by using your coffee filter before you put it in the clean water reservoir. Another question that we get a lot is, what if my water is so compromised that I don't feel comfortable just doing it through my Berkey? Well, you can always use iodine tablets and pre-treat the water with your iodine tablets. Then, once it's pre-treated, pour it into your dirty water reservoir, and the iodine is filtered out, so you don't have to have the taste of the iodine, but you get the effect of the iodine by pre-treating. Now, some Berkeys have very large reservoirs, and people may not use all the water in them every day or so. Because the chemicals that keep the water fresh are filtered out, people often use stabilized oxygen in the clean water reservoir to keep the water from getting musty. Just a drop or two is enough to make this entire reservoir stay fresh. Berkey also makes a smaller version of their black Berkey element, and it's installed in the Berkey Sport, which is a sports bottle. The Berkey Sport element is good for 365 days, at least 1 or 2 uses a day, depending on the quality of the water. When it's time to reorder, the black Berkey elements come as a set, and they also come with replacement gaskets and nuts so that you can replace those when you're doing a new set. We have a black Berkey ourselves, and we love it. We go through probably a reservoir and a half a day on the biggest Berkey that they sell. We've sold thousands of them all over the country. This is Bob, the self-reliance guy.